Hi guys, welcome to the Football Takes. And as part of the new season, we're going to be introducing some weekly segment called Hot Takes. And on today's Hot Takes, as usual, I have my co-host here, Steven, and a few controversial decisions we're going to be talking about. That will be VAR so far in the new season, and a few intricate takes on Estevao William, the William Estevao, the Brazilian wonder kid. So take it away. So you've been behind the scene. You've been telling me that Liverpool were hard done by definite handball by Senesi, the Bournemouth defender on the first match of the season. So you have the floor. What do you think of that decision?
Yeah, yeah, that was that. I think when that decision happened, I was like, I think they keep different. When you install an application and you get all features, right? You don't,
Yeah,
you don't, they don't leave the premium out. Like Premier League came back and Premier League installed all features. No feature was still left out. We came
yeah,
with the whole package. They didn't want us to subscribe to premium. They gave us premium right on the back,
right.
right on the first day. So and that
Yeah,
was I think that was the first half. So that was wild. I had seen that decision. It was mind-boggling to me that the last man, the literal last man, he was just standing by Kitiki and the ball came through. Yes, the ball hit him um, on his thigh and went away from his body, but the conscious decision to hit the ball, and
yeah,
as
yeah,
you could see from the clip, the ball changed direction as he hit it, right? So this
yeah,
shows that he actually hit the ball. And you could see that his action was intentional. I think that's the most important thing to note. He
yeah,
intentionally hit it, just like Suarez trying to hit the ball out of in the state of in the Ghana Uruguay. I think that was the semi or the quarterfinals, right? That was the same situation. That was exactly the same thing. He intentionally tried to hit the ball out of Eketike's path, and it was so obvious because Eketike had already made a stride to take the ball along and break on goal.
yeah,
And by the changing of the direction of the ball didn't land on his leg. And I was so surprised by VAR's decision to say that the ball had hit his leg because they intervened. That's the problem. Had it been VAR didn't intervene, I could have been okay. What's going on here? Maybe, but they intervened and they advised that the ball had hit his body before moving to his leg, and some nuances around natural position and all that
yeah,
trash, right?
yeah, yeah. I
Which
think
even a child will see that was a very, very intentional action.
right. A few things you've said on there. You said it was obvious. You said it was intentional. I think what the statement the VAR or the PGMO letter was that it was the ball hit his thigh first, then onto his hand, then before a slight touch by the fingertips. They judged it as not being the natural position, and then I think what I would say is that uh, this notion that Vice against Liverpool, that's really not the truth. It's just that was a mistake there. I would say they were trying to be fast. Like first game of the season, they were trying to be fast. My personal opinion is that should have been handball and a red card. But playing devil's advocate here, I could see why the referee would not say it because the ball actually hit his thigh first, hit his leg, he hit his arm, and then he tried to touch it. How much touch he got on it, questionable. And also the distance from goal. But you could, fair enough, tell me, oh, there has been other cases where someone has been sent off for that. But the distance from goal was, and also how sure are we that, what's his name? Eketike could have
Ekitike.
controlled the ball and got under control and scored. So there's a lot of ifs and buts, and I understand why they didn't want to like kind of make that type of big decision based on some of these minute decisions. So on that basis, I'll say yes, it's a hairy one for the PGMOL to come out from, but I don't think there was any malice in it. That I think Senesi made a conscious movement to try and touch the ball, and you call it, this is what they call the dark arts. These are what gets the game interesting. That this is what gets the game people coming
Okay.
back and watching. These are part of the stuff. This is why This is why the
Very
the,
nice.
Premier League is kind of one of the best leagues. You get drama, you get entertainment, and you also get the best football.
Yeah,
So
I mean consistent situations.
yeah, I would say it's a
The
bit
consistent situations I get
it's hairy.
because it's that's the problem. I think the hairiness continues to be the problem. We don't need hairy situations. And the mention of VAR being against Liverpool, I think yeah, it might be a strong statement to state, but there are too many evidences, right? I think
No,
there's a
VAR can't be against you, and you've won the league.
why can't
It's
no
not
no no
personal.
that is
I think
that is a very subjective situation. Like for me to actually come out and say that VAR is against me when I've seen the likes of Aston Villa actually get the wrong end of the sword. There's the likes of Nottingham Forest. I
yeah.
think
So it's not
Espirito de Santo was there. But the thing is this: there is a repeated, consistent
that's
action
how
against Liverpool.
that's how every fan
If there is
feel.
no
That's how every fan
no,
feel.
no, 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 no. They're not fan. You cannot tell me you cannot point to any club that has been hard done by VAR as
There are
per
so many
today.
clubs.
And even the
Arsenal were
no,
having a goal last season for getting soft red cards, and they say that derailed their season. So you can't just say it's all about
no,
Liverpool. I
that
think
VAR. Those are subjective situations. Liverpool has had multiple occasions where VAR has come out to come and admit that they made a wrong decision,
Of course,
and this is a wrong
of
decision.
course, but that's from the past.
That has
That's
never
from the
happened in the
past.
situation. That has never happened
That's
in the
happened.
situation of
That's happened to Nottingham
any club.
Forest. That's happened to Nottingham Forest.
Exactly
That's
that's my
happened to
point. That's
Nottingham
my point.
Forest. So
I
it's
made
not
that point.
peculiar. It's not
I made the
peculiar to
point.
you.
I made the point that
Are you
that
trying
is
to say
what
they're
has happened
against?
to every other club.
Are you
But it has
trying to
not
say?
happened on multiple repeated occasions. I think for me to make the statement that they are against me, it needs to be for multiple consistent repeated occasions. If
Are
it's
you
only one
trying to
occasion,
say? Are
I
you
won't
trying
stand
to?
there and be crying. I
Yeah.
won't stand there and be crying about VAR being against me. Why am I the only club in the Premier League? But for you to repeatedly apologize to me about
They
your
didn't
decisions.
apologize to you guys in this last one anyway. They didn't apologize.
No, no,
I
but
think it
I think
happened
maybe
so
when they give
fast.
you DR's
It,
own.
it yeah,
No,
of
but the
course.
situation is this. I understand. I think we're about out of time for this, but I would like to say that this stuff is yet to see. This another season, right?
Yeah.
The
So it's a
situation, the
subjective.
situation to me, the situation to me for Senesi's own is as blank, is as clear as day. He was
It's
literally
not as clear
swearing
as
when
day.
he literally
That's the thing. If it
he
was
was
as clear as
literally telling
day,
me that Samuel Gyan's red card against Uruguay was not as clear as day. Suarez literally raised his hand to nick the ball out.
but
That was as clear as
but
day. This guy
it,
also, as clear as day, moved his hand towards the ball to hit it. I
if
don't understand
if it was
what
as
you need
clear
to
as
see for it
day,
to.
if it was as clear as day, then it would have been called. So, but that's that on
I
that.
know that's wrong. That's wrong because there are so many other situations
Let's
where
move on.
we haven't
Let's move
called the
on to
correct
the
situation.
next hot take, because I know you're very passionate about that red card, and I'm sure that's not going to be the last decision that we'll see, the last wrong or hairy decision that the VAR gets wrong or right in anybody's opinion. But definitely that's why we have this segment, the hot takes,
Let's
where you
see how
come
many
out.
of them will be against Liverpool, I guess.
Of course, you have the right to feel that way, but so does every Premier League club fan. So I'll say, let's draw a line on that. Let's see. You can build up your evidence over the season, and then you can come back and have kind of a final verdict towards the end of the season. Now, moving on to the spectacular match that I watched yesterday, the Friday. There was a lot of jeopardy surrounding this match. You had 10 minutes to the match. You had Cole Palmer getting a snide niggle, and according to Eze Maresca, it's kind of a groin injury, but we don't know much. Probably for the after a few scans or something, we'll get more information on that. And Estevao, just given a 10 minutes notice, he was brought on to replace the ever delectable Cole Palmer. And what happened? This guy put on a masterclass. I don't even think he was even at his best. I didn't even think he's done what he's capable of doing. I think there's still a lot of development left to be there. But this guy, boy, is he electric. He's electric. The way he cut the West Ham defense like hot knife through butter. It was really, really, really something to behold. And for an 18-year-old to do that, and the way he's even embraced the Premier League. Normally, when people come to this league, they have time to adapt. Even just coming from another smaller club, or a less, no, not a smaller club, like a less established club, to the big one of the big six club. Will I say the big boys, which Chelsea, of course, are, and having that aura, and that's what you get with Brazilians. You get that on, because they know they've got it. And I think that guy, the sky is his limit. And I think he's just getting into his groove, getting into his stride, and it's going to be very, very hard to displace him from the first team if he continues performing like this. What's your take on him? You watched the match yesterday, didn't you? So what did you think about his performance?
So speaking of Estevao particularly, or like looking at him specifically,
Yeah,
yes,
he's
he's a good
yeah
player.
yeah he's had
Yeah, looking at him. Sorry, I can hear you.
yeah. I said he's just had two games. So what do you make of the two games that he's had? He came off the bench in the first match, and he had close to 70 minutes, I think, or just over 70 minutes in the last match. So what do you make of his performance, or what do you think? He's giving me that Cole Palmer vibes the first time he came in. I'm getting something there. Something is coming.
Hmm. The thing is this: I think you're over prejudiced. You always propagate your players too readily before they even kick the ball. So I think you are going to continuously probably get stunned. But like, yeah, Kopama is on a different class too.
No, I'm not saying Kopama is better than him. Or I'm not saying he's better than Kopama. No, no. I'm saying he's 18 years old, definitely. But as the silkiness, the way he touches the ball, the way he moves the ball, and even the confidence, because the ball, he tried a flick, and that was the he tried a flick in the match, and that was the loose ball that Paquetá got, and was able to hit that sumptuous take, which I think some Sanchez should have done better, but he didn't, as usual. But what that's what we have at the moment. So he tried that off. Other players would have been gone into their shell, been like, I've tried it, but he kept on trying the same thing because that's the Brazilian flair. You know, that Brazilian flair is
What of
unexplainable.
Richarlison? Does he have that Brazilian play?
Richarlison, he shows it in instances. At the World Cup, he scored an overhead kick, even against their last match as well. He has the thing was, once you're a Brazilian, it's all about the Brazilian flair. You've got that confidence, and also
I just pray that this Brazilian play does not overflow to to your new R9 because the way you're
um,
shouting,
of
you are
course,
still going to make this hot take about R9.
no. You can. Okay, how much of, because I've actually gone back before the season. I've gone back, watched some videos of Estevao, and that's why I know that what he's doing in Chelsea now is the bare minimum. That's what he's doing. He's got a lot of potential. He's got so many, and the way he stays in matches, the way when it's in short, whenever is with the ball on the run at his defender, there's some, like, even this was more evident even when he came in against Crystal Palace, the way they were doubling up on him. And this is an 18-year-old, first time in the Premier League, and all this is happening. But yeah, what do you think? What do you think? Do you think he's able to break into the team consistently? Do you think also, because Chelsea is looking at signing Garnacho and Javi Simons in within this window? Do you think that he's going to get minutes? And what do you think? What do you think of his talent?
Okay, first of all, I would like to speak on like basically the objective stuff I've seen about him. I think he's one of the things that the Brazilians always have, and I think is consistent across every single one of them, whether they show the Brazilian play or not, is the grit. So I think if you've played in the Maracanã, or if you've played in maybe one of the other stadiums that they will have there over in South America, you see the
Yeah,
atmosphere. It's crazy. Only few clubs in the Europe has that like charged atmosphere. So I think with his tackle against I think Ismail Sarr breaking out on goal, against Crystal Palace, you could see that he's fearless. He's not one to fidget, and he's one to like understand that he has that drug dealer vibe to him that this our
Drug
players don't
dealer,
have.
please. He's 18 years.
No,
Please.
no, I think you misunderstand what I mean with that statement. But basically, I'm just trying to say that he's like gangster when he plays
Yeah,
football.
he's
He's not
got
like
grit.
he's
Grit,
not.
you mean? Yeah.
Yes, yeah. He has grit. I think Enzo Fernandez has gangster. so
Please,
so so
whoa.
so
No,
please don't allow this to stay.
wait. I think you're firing some shots. You're firing some shots indirectly on my players, and I don't take offense to that. I don't take offense
Yes,
to
so Enzo
you.
Fernandez, you can take offense from now to forever. Enzo Fernandez, if he didn't play football, would be a gangster. The
What?
guy,
This is my captain. This is my
the guy
vice
is
captain. You're talking about like this.
I couldn't give two flying birds about Enzo Fernandez is gangster. Every time he has played in Liverpool, every time he has played against Liverpool, he's always looking for somebody to fight, and that tells me enough about him. But I think back to Estevao, I think that's one of the things that you need to play in the Premier League. You need to be fearless. You need to be able to, and that's what I think what you mean by like he's able to play his game because now that Premier League fidgeting or okay, this is the Premier League, we have to play this
Yeah.
particular time. He basically scaled that front and he's playing his game. Whatever you're getting from him now is what he can get, and that's why you can see him running at defenders, attempting stuff, tracking back, running. So
Yeah.
he has that. He has that. I think what I have not seen. I've not seen anything too out of the ordinary. I think he plays good football. I think is it did they score from that interaction? I think there was a chance where he played a 1-2 with I think Enzo that trickled down to the lap. Yeah. The assist he gave to Enzo, not to Enzo.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That was
so that
sublime.
that yeah, I don't know about Sublime, but yeah, I think
Yeah,
that
because
that
so
that's an that's a good
another
move.
inexperienced player could have been rash, tried to maybe go, have a shot and go initially, but he kept it, he delayed it, and then released the pass just at the right time. And
That
Enzo, as being a quality box crasher that he is, pounced on it, and that was a good move.
Yeah, so I think but focusing on Estevao's interaction in that play, you could see that he's doing what he knows to do without fear, because
Yeah,
all those runs, all those interactions are like basically how he plays football. So there
yeah,
is no fear there. So I will give him that he has no fear in him. He's there to play his football.
yeah.
So, but how that would transcend when the likes of what's his name comes in when Garnacho comes on the right wing, Palma is back, and
You
Neto
mean
is
on the
back to
left?
save right wing. Yes, and I mean Neto. When everybody's fully studied and how he breaks into the team, I think
Yeah.
that is yet to see.
I think there's a lot of games, and also you see with injuries. So I think the fact that he can slot in for like Cole Palmer, and it didn't even look like we missed Cole Palmer that much, and
I missed
bearing
Cole
in mind
Palmer.
the opposition anyway, but the fact that we have someone who can slot in, and I'm telling you, this guy is something. They said he's the best talent since Neymar out of the Brazilian national team. So we
All
literally
hype to play, all
we,
hype to sell player, but continue.
no. I'm thinking this is a bargain. We've got a bargain. You know, some people went on to sign what's it, Hendrick. They signed Hendrick. Some clubs that I know that wear all white. They were talking about him as if he's the best thing since sliced bread. But
Yeah, that's basically.
we pinched.
Hendrick is not a bad player. Hendrick is not just a
I don't.
bad player.
Hendrick is not as good as Estevao.
That is that is that
That's
is
a
very
hot
very
take.
subjective.
That is a hot
That's a
take.
very
Right,
subject. That
right.
is very subjective because Estava plays a different position. Meanwhile, Hendrick, have you seen the goals Hendrick has scored?
Can
The
he?
boy's left leg, The boy's left leg, it can be likened to that of Hawk. I don't know if you can remember Hawk.
Yeah, I can remember Hawk. Yeah.
That boy's left leg.
So imagine comparing
time he comes on,
a Hawk replica to a Neymar replica.
But he's doing Hawk stuff right now. This guy wasn't even doing what Neymar was doing when he was 18. I don't think Estevao has ever done.
Estevao won everything. He went to the Club World Cup.
No, we're talking about like performance. Do you know Neymar now? He was in the top. He was in the Ballon d'Or list from.
Yeah. Of course, it's very.
I don't see Estevao anywhere near.
Well, you still come back and sing his praises, but until then, I'll put it down.
A hot take as well.
Yeah.
That was a hot take as well.
Yeah.
His praises is a bit of a double whammy. I think the only Chelsea player I can say confidently sing praises about.
Kopama. I spotted it before people started going like, okay. The feeling I got when we signed Kopama, this is the feeling I get. And the first part is that he's not even played his best game. I think he's had some off games. These 2 games are off games, and still he could drop those performances. Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Thanks for coming on for this hot take, and we'll do this more often, and then on some controversial or some of it, any burning debate out there about. That's it, and then we could even get more guests in this, and then that's good. Right. See you on the next one.
I think everyone should subscribe, like, and comment on the
channel
when they see it. Yeah. Thank you very much.